The Bucs kicker Ryan Succop about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On one, right?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to run now. There's a nice move. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Burrow looking to pass. Able to find Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Now Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Bucs at 7 and 6, a game over 500 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 27, Brady. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From the 10, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule.
He's got a man, complete, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. Touchdown! Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
50. 72.
Brady now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No, 66.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Again, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, check it. Check it. Hey, Alabama. Alert! Alert! Check it.
Brady. And that'll be caught by Darden. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Check it. Goal 50.
Here's Fournette. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
11 Thomas.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some room to maneuver. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 2nd and 7, Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. fielded right around the 8. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Regular. Full 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
11 empty. 11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point up and good by Succa. That will cut the lead down to 15. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
No, 66. Bandit. Time to shine, fellas. Ozzy.
Here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man.
There you go.
And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Buccaneers 13. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 24, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
11, MP, hey!
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Burrow on 1st down. This is caught. It's Boyd. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping it. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Brady. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Hey, 66. Hey, go 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Otten. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back and reload. Alpha. 72.
Now Brady again. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fournette. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Fournette again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, bandit! Hey, 66.
Brady's going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 25-yard line.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on the last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 34 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Sugar! Don't hand it! Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, check it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Hey, set. Check it. Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady got to have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
12. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Burrow on play action. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 Thomas.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to put...
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
We're quick, ready? Yeah!